Hello everyone. I have decided to get out this Gelli Plate. It is a big one. I think it's 8.5 by 11, but it doesn't look like it's big enough for a full sheet of paper. I don't know. I think it is. I've had it for 4 years and have never opened it, so it's time. It is time. So I have not done this before, so be prepared to yell at the computer and say, nope, you're doing it wrong, you're doing it wrong, because I have not got a clue. I've watched some people do it, haven't done it myself, and so this will be my experiment, and I just thought I would let you see all my mistakes and whatever happens here. All right, so let me get both of these off. Ugh. All right, let me put this away so it doesn't get dirty. All right, so I've got brayers, I've got a bunch of toy box stuff. I found some bits of toy box toys that I've got extras, and so I'm thinking I might not need to do a toy box pack. I've got a very wet washcloth here to wash some things off as I go, and this is a palette, some paper. So I'm nervous, guys. I'm nervous. Take a deep breath and just do it. All right, I'm just gonna do it. Of course, I'm gonna start with purple. I don't want to put too much paint on. Purple. Let's do a light blue. Uh-oh. I haven't used my paint in a while, so it's of course going to be not cooperative either. It's probably too much paint. Probably need to use a big brayer. All right. I am just going to see if I've got the right amount of paint on first. And I've got some of my underpaper signatures here to use up some of that paint. All right, piece of paper. See if it's 8.5 by 11. Why is it smaller than the piece of paper? All right, let's see. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. So now let me do that again with some different colors. I don't know if I really want a lot of dark stuff yet. Let me just go ahead and put some of that on and some more of that blue because I don't see much of it in that print. I think I put about the right amount of paint on. Go figure. Probably need to use a different brayer. This one's not rolling. It's not rolling that way. It's only rolling, it's sticking. That's weird. All right. That's doing better. All right. That is doing better. That is weird that that one's sticking just a little bit. Let me just put just a tad bit more paint on since I scraped it off with the other brayer. And I'm not brayering very well. All right. All right, so there's that. And then I'm going to use a handmade stencil. I just did a snowflake thing on a piece of paper. And I'm just going to lay that. It's just a regular piece of copy paper. Folded it up and just cut out some holes. And I think I am going to put some purple. Maybe some dark green. Some dark green to go with the other green. All right. Put some on this palette here. And put it on over this one. I use just a piece of regular copy paper to make homemade stencils with. Okay, I think I need more paint. When I add paint to them, they thicken up and stiffen up, and they last all right. They last a while, so I'm not too worried. Maybe I should put a different color on too. Make it interesting. Ouch. Oh, I haven't opened that paint in a long time. It doesn't want to open. Well, I wonder if I could just put it on there and spread it out that way. Yep, I am going to be making all kinds of weird mistakes. All right. I feel like I've taken all that paint off. I have. The stencil wouldn't take all the paint off, and I've ripped my stencil already. All right, so just get it off. Just get it off. I guess homemade stencils don't work for this. And that is not dark. Not dark enough. Oh well. Oh well. It was my try. But it did come off. I guess it was dark enough. All right. So that's still pretty boring. So let me do some more stuff. Let's see here. Let's do some purple. Tried to shake these paints up before I did stuff, but you know. I'm not cleaning off the plate between so that I've seen people do it, and it's fun to see the colors mix as you're going along. So I did that on purpose, in case you're wondering. All right. And let's see. I am going to start using some of my little things here. This is some fun foam. It has some patterns in it. And I think what I will do is, should I use the green? Oh, can't decide, can't decide. I'll use a blue. I'll use a blue in the palette. and brayer some of that on my fun foam here. And put some of that on this, which is kind of cool. Should have added more color. I should be adding that to this print. Can you see everything? I'm just going to cheat and just add some of that to that print because I want to use that paint up. And then this is the reason I've got my wet washcloth here, so that I can clean stuff up like the foam. You'll ruin your fun foam stamps, all that kind of thing if you don't get the paint off of it while it's wet. If the paint dries on your stamps or your fun foam patterns, the paint goes into those little crevices that you want to keep, and then you can't use that anymore. So I wanted to be able to clean stuff off. So let me put that to the side, and I've got some cool triangles, but I want some more stuff on here. So let me get my palette out and some dark color. I've got metallic black. I guess it really doesn't matter. I just need something that is dark. And I'm going to use my paint or my Scotch tape. It's the center of the Scotch tape. And I'm just going to put some circles on. Sorry, it's hard for me to paint and talk at the same time. Some off the edge. That's pretty cool. You know what? I am just going to take a print of that and see what I've got. Hopefully the other paint isn't dry by now. Sorry about that. That was me. I forgot to turn off my sounds. Well, that turned out pretty well. You could use some more stuff, though. I'm going to put that to the side. I've got a limited amount of paper. All right, so I'm going to add some more paint. Let me add some of this fun blue and maybe some yellow. Maybe add and add another color. Over the top. And then still have some of these black circles. And then I've got some felt here that has a pattern in it. It's raised. It's a raised pattern. So I'm going to try and see if that does anything to the pattern. A little bit, but not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. All right, moving on. I'm going to put some punchinella on the top here. And hold it down with some paint bottles. And brayer over another color. What color am I going to brayer over? I need another palette. This one's got black on it. I don't necessarily want black. I do want something different though. What would I like? Maybe some red. Just put it on there like that and see if I can mix it around without using the whole entire palette. Let's see if that works. And I'm just going to go over some of that. And see if that works. I'm going to take a print of that. And see what happens. It turned out kind of interesting. All right, putting that to the side. And then I'm going to add some more paint to this, because this side over here has nothing on it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And maybe some of, let me put some orange. We haven't used orange yet. Oh. Just a little goes a long way. And then let me, what else can I do here? Use a little mark maker. To make some lines in there. I don't know if I'm going to like this with both sides. And then lift this up and make a print from that. Let's see what happens here. Oh. Kind of different. Kind of different. It seems like it needs a little bit more stuff. So let me put that back on. Let me put that back on, because that was kind of cool. And maybe some, put something on this one. Put something on that one. A little bit of purple. Like that. Obviously that has been rolled up quite a bit here. paint off of that. Get the paint off of it. All right, and then just put that on top. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. I think that I have a very small space here, and it is starting to show. All right, use that tape middle, the circles, so let's use something else. Let's use the spool. It's just a regular spool of thread. Like that. Clean it off over here. Clean it off. Then I'm going to put this print on top of that. It's kind of interesting. Alrighty. And then I'm going to add some paint. Not that one. I don't want a metallic. Just something regular. Thought I had a light purple. I did. I put it on the other side so I wouldn't see it. Silly me. Silly, silly me. Alrighty. So I have some of this part of my toy box. I have some of this. It's furniture. You put it underneath your furniture so it doesn't slide on tiles and hardwood floors. So I'm going to put some of that right there. And this is cross-stitch mesh. I'm going to put some of that right there. And I'm not going to get a lot of paint. This furniture thing is pretty thick, and so is the cross-stitch mesh. So let's see what happens. Nothing good. Take that off. And then put it back. Got stuff on my fingers. Oh. I had something there. That's kind of cool. It needs a little bit of something though. It's very dark in the camera. It's not quite so dark here in person. Put that to the side for a second. Clean these off. That's what I have all this stuff here for. I don't like paint so much because there's so much cleanup afterwards. So I'm trying to eliminate some of the cleanup. Now that left quite a bit of paint on the Gelli plate. What can we add to that? Let's just add another color. Put that to the side. Let's add another color. What haven't I used yet? I've used just about everything. Let's do a light blue on top of that. And that purple off of there. You know what? I'm going to use some of this drywall tape and just make a couple of those. And maybe some Lego. I stacked a bunch of Legos together. They're not really Legos. They are from the Dollar Tree. So they're the generic ones that don't have the logo on the little circles. So I can make fun little square circles. This is a cute little pattern. I really enjoy it. And I'm going to take a print of that. See what happens. You know, I thought that the 11 by 8.5 would be a full-size piece of paper. Don't think I like all these edges, but that's kind of cool. Kind of. Still need some stuff. All right, so I like the light colors. Let me do some more of this blue. And I've used that quite a bit, so let's clean that off. And put that to the side. I have a homemade, it's a roller. It's the circle from like duct tape or something like that. I cut some shapes from Fun Foam, just regular Fun Foam, the thin ones. And I usually glue these on, but that takes a long time because you have to sit there and hold it until it's attached enough to stay. This time I used some double-sided tape just to speed the process up a little bit. I'm going to use my rolling pin. And make some pattern. Oops, I'm sliding, so I guess that is done. Wash that off so I can use it again. As if that paint dries on there. it's done for. It doesn't pull the paint or stamp very well anymore. And then let me put this print over that. So that's cool. I am going to, what have I got? Sounds like I've got something on there now. Nope, it's just something that was on there, I suppose. I suppose it was something that was on there. All right. I just do not have the kind of space that I would like to have. I'm running out of space here. So that was pretty cool. I'm going to use some of my lint roller brushes. Let's see. What color do we need? Let's put a light color. We haven't used the pink yet. A light color on the bottom. A little bit more. Oops, way too much. I haven't used my paint in forever. It's protesting. It is drying up. I don't love getting the paint out. It's just too messy. Too much stuff to clean up. And so I don't do it very often. I need more stuff to roll this paint off of. All right. I guess I can just use that. That's why I've got paper down there. All right, so I've got these it's little cardboard bits that come in pennies. And they're circles, so I like them. And I like things in threes, so I'll do just another little one down here. All right. Okay. And then I want to use one of my rollers. I will use the rollers that has rubber bands on it and put another color on top. Let's see. Red would be good with this. So let's put some red in there. I am going to use just a paintbrush and brush some of that on before it dries. It's not rolling very well either. Something about the Gelli Plate is not letting me roll my stuff. Not sure what that is. All right. And I brushed a lot of paint on that, so let me just get it off with this. This is an extremely wet washcloth over here. I'm just cleaning stuff up as I go. Maybe then I will get this stuff out again to play with. And I haven't used this yet. And that red, let me use a different color. Let me use a different color. And these are the register tape rules. It's the rules that register tape is on, and when it's empty, people give it to me. So I've got quite a few of them. I put seven of them together and put a rubber band around them so that they're all together. Makes this flower shape. Clean that off, and let's take a print and see what happens. Have I used all my toys? I think I have. All right. That's kind of interesting. It needs some more stuff on it. I am going to put on some, I think, dark. I don't have enough dark paints here. I don't want dark on there. I want light on here. Let me do the metallic. Let me do the metallic. Gold. The gold. I did the drywall tape, right? Let's put some drywall tape on that. And let's put one of these little circles right there and use this brush that has that pink on it still. A little bit more paint. And just paint some color on. Kind of like that. And then let me put that in some water. Put some of this black on the palette and use my chevron roller. And go over it in some places. And clean that one up. It's one of my favorites. I don't use it enough. I don't use paint very much, so. But I would like to be able to use it again. So get that that paint off of it. And it's just a roller. It's just a lint roller with this interchangeable pattern on it. And let me take this up and this up and give it a print. I didn't want to spend a lot of time. I just wanted to do a little bit. Oh, that metallic looks cool. It's all messy. It's very messy. Feels like this one needs a little bit of stuff. Get that off of there too. See what happens. Adds a little bit more stuff. I think that's what I need, is some layers on top of some other layers. But that's pretty cool. I really wish it would go all the way to the edge though. This doesn't make a very big piece of paper. And it might be kind of cool to, I'll clean that up after, to add a little bit more to this one. What do I want to add? It needs a little bit of a different color, I think. A little. Bit of, I don't think this is what I need. All right, I need to do some more ghost prints is what I need to do. All right. I like the lighter colored ones. Don't know why, but I do. And I do have some deli paper over here from Cat Hand. When I first got my Gelli Plate, I said I didn't have any deli paper, and she sent me some, and I've been waiting patiently to use it. So here I am. Oh, look at it. It took out all the other stuff. It's got some gold and some pink in there, and the middle is still there. How funny. Some gold on. So it's all not quite so mixed. I don't think I want pink with that. Maybe some more gold, I suppose. And maybe a little bit of this green. Just a smidgen. Punchinella, I've got a little bit of punchinella here. Like that. Some bubble wrap. Make some more little circles in it. I'm doing too many things at once here. And then clean off that brayer. And I think I want a single register tape with a little bit of black metallic. Oops. And piece of paper. One more piece of paper left. That's kind of cool. And bring up that punchinella. And see if we can get some of that black up. Yep, I need some more practice with this. I need some more practice. I like the punchinella circles. There are some more black circles on here. I wonder if I can get those up. Yep. Still need something more for this one. How about, where did that gold go? What did I do with the gold? I don't think gold would look great on here, but might as well give it a little bit of a try. Don't want a ton. Maybe just a tad bit of this pink. Just want a little bit of color on this print. Because it looks a little boring. It's a little bit better. It needs some more patterns and stuff. And then I did mean to put that to the side for a second. I did mean to see if, let's use a little bit of purple. See if my circle stamps would do anything. Sorry, looking over here to see if I can find a piece that needs some more stuff on it. Let me just put it on this one. I've probably been here for an hour. That's interesting. Anyway, I like the fun foam. That was cool. I like the tape circles. I like the spool circles. I like the register tape circles. So that's that one. Here's this one. This one needs something right there. A little bit of green or dark dark. Oops, I had purple on that. I forgot to dry or brayer it off. I forgot. And then what should I put for patterns in there? How about my leaf stamp? Like that. I like them better layered up with different prints on top of other prints. So I think that's where I was going wrong at the beginning. I just need to keep layering the same papers over and over again. Put stuff on top. So that's this one. I've got that one I think I showed you. The deli paper seems to need a little something. Some gold would be cool on that. Some more gold. There is some gold, but some more would be kind of cool on that. Here is a pinkish and gold and purple one. I think I need more contrasting paints too. This one is kind of cool. This bottle is almost empty. Kind of cool, but it needs something on this side. Just a little bit. Needs something on the edges. Don't like the edges all white. There wasn't enough paint. Getting there. Getting there. That makes it a little bit better. I think that might be what I don't like either, is it's not going all the way to the edge. And then my pages are sticking together because I don't have any place to put them. Here is one of the first ones that I did. The orange, the punchinella, and the spool. I like the spool. Here is the punchinella with that homemade stencil. And that kind of seems like it needs a little something too. Right on the edge. Yep. Lightened it up a tad. I like those little flower areas there. And then, see, my pages are sticking together. Here's the drywall tape, the cross-stitch mesh, and this one is my chevron lint roller. So I kind of like that one. And then this one's a little bit of everything. The furniture pad stuff. There's that roller that I've got that I handmade. And some drywall tape. I like this one. I think this one might be my favorite because it's got a little bit here and a little bit there, and it's not a whole pattern, and it's light colored, and it doesn't look very planned. So I think that one is my favorite, and that's all I did. Just a few pages. So I'm going to go clean this all up and put it away. And it was fun. I know you're yelling at the computer. I did it all wrong. Thanks for watching.